What is up, guys? Spider Avenger Miller, and for you today I have a kind of a special treat, or not really. It's one of the newest blasters of 2022, and it's one that you can really hit or miss. And I decided to pick up the Elite 2.0 Ranger. If I can get this thing down. So the Elite 2.0 Ranger is a very unique blaster. It's kind of a weird combination of, it's not really a primary and it's not really a secondary because it's the size of a shotgun, but who knows, maybe I'll like it, maybe not. So you know what, let's finally just get this thing out of the packaging. Let's do this to the face. Alrighty, and I will say right now, I like the way this feels. It actually feels like a proper Nerf blaster. Let me just adjust this down a little bit. Alright, so external overview, starting up the front, there is no bench strike barrel lug, in case you couldn't tell. Down below we have some dart storage, so if you want to carry 5 extra shots, totally can. Down below is priming handle to prime. You do that. The prime is actually pretty smooth for a blaster like this, and it's kind of cool. So we have a sling mount up here. Back here we have kind of a tactical rail, but I don't know, it looks unique. It doesn't, you know what? Let's test it. A few attachments for you guys. I know. You shut up. I guess let's see how this looks. I don't know how this is going to work. That's kind of unique, actually. It's a weird end strike tactical rail because it doesn't look like one. You compare it to a regular one, it's kind of unique. Huh. Well, anyway, got another sling mount up here. Down below we have the trigger. The trigger pull is pretty nice, and this blaster does have slam fire. Pretty much pull down the trigger, prime. But slam fire with a 5-shot capacity is not going to be very good. Now down to the grip. The grip's in a unique place. It feels comfy. It does kind of right up here, but I think it's mainly just because you don't want to shoulder this. You kind of want to shoot it down the hip. Then back here we have a stock attachment point, so if you want to grab any stock, you can. Ew, that is not as good as I wanted it to. The only problem with Elite 2.0 is I wish they had more stock attachment points like this, because this stock looks good on a few of the Elite 2.0 blasters, but on this one, that just looks wrong. Go away. Well, that's an external overview of the Elite 2.0 Ranger. Now I'll show you it firing. Starting with the included Elite darts. Slam fire. I feel like it's just one of those guns I need to. Now firing dart zone, waffle head darts. Man, I love darts on waffle head darts. Lay slam fire. Okay. So now firing this thing actually really surprised me. This thing is actually kind of accurate enough to warrant the sight. Especially when you get waffle head darts in there, dude. My gosh, if you slow down that footage just a little bit, I'm pretty sure you could see it, but it's nailing nearly every single same spot with every dart, even as it goes down. That's actually quite surprising, but sadly, of course, you guys know I don't have chronograph, but I think if I'm correct, this thing shot at 75 FPS. But yeah, I mean, that is all the objective information I can provide. Now, to my personal opinion, overall, I really like it. It's a nice, solid blaster. It works well. Slam fire works solid. It's easy to spin, and when you get a stock that actually matches it, you can. But the trigger pull is nice, and it actually works really solid. And again, it's pretty accurate, even with Elite darts. What am I saying? Of course it's not. The grip is comfy, everything on it is good. But now to the question to buy or not to buy. If you are a performance class nerfer and you are looking for a primary, I really hate it, but it is sadly, of course you guys know what I say. Every Nerf blaster to me is war practical, pretty much. If you are good, think of single shot pistols. single shot blasters were killer back in the day, before we got things like the Stampede, the Percy's up there, the Prometheus, Nemesis. The single shot blasters were where it's at, and to me, you can make anything war practical. I mean, pretty much if you don't like this, then gravitate towards the hammer shot, which is the sidearm, and it has the same amount of shots and is easier to use. But this does have a place in our hobby. Like, if you want to throw this on a sling and treat it as a kind of a secondary, it's actually pretty cool. But if you actually want to just put something up in your house and plank it, dude, oh my gosh, this thing's actually pretty accurate to actually line up that shot, and then boom. I'm gonna probably do that way too often now, but thank you guys so much for watching my review. If you want to buy one, I can put one in the description below, and also I do recommend you check out the other reviews from my boys Aaron, Drac, and Coop, because they really did awesome jobs reviewing this. Aaron with his cousins, Drac just showing us how this works, and then Coop actually getting surprised, because I'm really surprised. This has really solid ergonomics, and it feels good. Like, I haven't felt an Elite 2.0 blaster that looked this good in a while. Look and also feel. Like, you can feel it. It actually feels solid and not really as cheap. So thanks, Hasbro. You actually really came through. Well, anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching the review. Like, subscribe, leave a comment what you want to see next, and I'll see you later.